Alright, so 10 miles to Rockport, and then after that it looks like another 5 miles. So within 15 miles, then I'll start heading away from the coast and into the forest and hit all those. It looks like climbing a mountain because it's just some incredible twists and turns. Yeah, it's quite a coast up around here. Not exactly easy just to hang out wherever you want. Westport Beach RV and camp, open year-round. Yeah, some places do close down seasonally in the winter. They don't have to do that on the coast. I think it's seasonal in Washington on the coast, though. So, however far north, it's debatable. Just taking some curves. I guess this would be another valley I curve into, not as significant. Wow, there's more road work. It's got some road work up ahead on a Sunday. They even put up, wow, that is an RV camp. Little smoke from a fire. So they want me to stop. Really? Because it's only a one-way. And if I go, a car could be coming at me, so this is going to be a very primitive style of a stoplight too, where it's probably just going to be based on timing alone. Seriously doubt that there's somebody watching it all the time and there's no alerts for it. Oh man, I could be sitting here a very long time. Oh, there is somebody. A few people. Wow. Look at that. This is some long-term road work. Jesus, look at all them vehicles. So many. Alright, so you gotta give them another minute to get by in case somebody breaks down. And it's around the curve. Who knows how far, though. Statewide traffic, safety and signs, 800-559-7080. And then the stoplight says something. Oh, I got two vehicles coming up behind me. Street Smart Rental. They got a bathroom I could pull in and use. Overhead power lines. Danger. There's the other stoplight. People behind me are probably wondering, you know, how they got so lucky. At least it wasn't 10 minutes. End road work. Alright. We're on some very high cliffs. So I'm kind of amazed that this isn't more of a commercial. They probably, yeah, that's a pretty beach. Why isn't more of California beach more commercial? Look at that, no campfires right there for that stop on the beach. So why isn't it more commercial on the northern part? They got all this wilderness untouched, and yeah, it's just not many people up around here. Is it just because it's not that desirable of a place? Or is it the ownership that has something to do with it? There's looks to be plenty of Abalone Point. And that's all closed off, it looks like. There looks to me to be plenty of room to grow. Plenty of space. There's plenty of room for a bicycler on this road, at least. They don't make it so safe to travel on foot or bicycle, though. It is pretty dangerous. There's a lot of dangerous sections. What's that say? Westport Union Landing State Beach. Alright, there's campers and their RV, but there's probably no overnight. No, actually, it does look like overnight. Oh yeah, so they're gonna charge money for that. Howard Creek, yeah, fee area. It's probably like $20 or something. If they can't charge you money to sleep on the coast, they don't want you around. That's so unfair. So that's how they keep people away from here. They have limited roads to get around, fence off all the property around the roads. Something for the next 22 miles. I missed it. Casper Westport Beaches. Alright. The motorcycler that was following me disappeared. That happens. Little rough road. So they didn't design this area just to be a hangout for anywhere you want. Oh, I'm hitting this a little too hard. A little too hard at 35. Slow it down. I wish there was a road where I could just take my time, like go 15 miles an hour. Take my sweet time. A nice old-fashioned horse carriage road. 15 would be too fast for a horse carriage. They go like, good pace is 5 miles an hour pulling a carriage. We definitely moved way past that. There's no military protecting this beach. No cities. Yeah, there's 3 people just watching the waves smack against the rocks and the cliffside, and just admiring that tall cliffside with the trees. Looks like 2 vehicles, 1-lane road ahead. Taking pictures. They actually built a bridge over here. There's a house in the valley, some weird Adobe style house. So that's, every so often they'll build a bridge over the valley rather than loop around it. That saves you some time. Stop. Lane closed. Stop. Proceed when clear. Well, it looks clear. Okay, I see. It's a short one where you can see the distance. Yeah, that's quite a cliffside, and amazing how the rocks jut out of the water like that. Old hillsides. They used to be mighty hillsides, mighty tall hillsides that crumbled to the sea, and now just are rocks jutting out of the water until the water finally finishes them off. Oh my god, I'm dropping. So this is another valley, I guess. I'm looping around. So I'm not at Westport yet, so 25, I'm going 35, ready to hit that curve. Good vegetation, nice shade. That's one thing I expect to see a lot of moving away from the coast is shade. Gonna get a lot of shade. Wow, it's nice abandoned homes. It'd be cool to walk around. Oh, I wonder if, yeah, that looks both sides, both homes on. What? Did I pass Westport? Is this okay? I might have passed Westport. Did I go 15 miles already? Wow. 25. Yeah, I think I might be going away from the ocean at this point for a very considerable distance. And the reason that would be is because of the rock cliffs, I'm guessing. Oh yeah, good shade in here at least. With all these redwoods. All these brown redwoods. It's supposed to be a tree you can drive through, but I don't know. I don't really need to see it. I see pictures of it. I'll just point it out as a location when I get by that sign. Some intersection, junction. You gotta pay money. I don't want to pay any money. Looks like my car could fit through it, but I don't want to pay money for that. That's too much of a luxury for a vacationer. For a hobo-cationer. A vagabond-cationer. A vagationer. That was a pretty bad bump. Alright, so things are really cooling down now. Shade really makes a big difference. Very nice difference. The black forest make this area almost blacken the ground with shade. Completely blot out that sun. Okay, I'm definitely moving away from the ocean. Those cliff sides are just too much for the road planners. Oh geez, climbing. 25 they said? Well, nobody's behind me. 20 is working good. 20 will work. 20 is fine. Oh, look at that. All those ferns growing on the hillside. Rocks that fell off the hillside. Oh. So rocks are falling. Rocks are definitely falling. Those are there are a couple of tiny rocks. They're not like falling in massive quantities. 20 here, I'm going 20. So, sticking with the suggestion. Looks like a sign to read on that corner. Looks like an old growth tree that was chopped down by a lumberman. Still not easy to pick out, but you could see them. So this was all deforested, and now we're in second growth and third growth forest, I'm guessing. Whether they're protected or not is a question. I'm thinking they're protected now for the third growth at least, because Washington's really got a major operation for logging, and they seem to have a sustainable operation. California is not quite as sustainable, as dry as it gets, so make it more scenic, I guess. These trees would be definitely good enough to chop down in Wisconsin. In Wisconsin, people would be licking their lips at cutting these third growth trees down, because trees just don't. This is like as big as a tree can get in Wisconsin. With yeah, even these sizes. I mean, geez, people were paying money just to chop down little trees on my mom's property. She like sold trees, and They harvested quite a few of these kind of sickly, skinny, maybe 2-3 feet in diameter trees. And she made like a couple thousand. There's money in it. There's money in them. Even the smaller trees, of the very large trees, I don't know. Those bicyclers? Jeez, they're really braving it. Brave, brave bicyclers. Brave, brave, brave. So dangerous to me. I don't know if I could do it. I'd be too scared of the cars. What is going on? I can't quite read that sign. It's too small. You try to pull in there and then you can read it. Oh, this would be great for bicycling, and even in the summertime, all this shade, beautiful shade. But yeah, very unfriendly for bicycling. Look at that. You don't have any room. Climbing up, jeez. Your life would be over. I mean, you can hear the cars approaching. I'm taking my time, my sweet, sweet time, and not a car is behind me yet. So as I go further up north, the traffic on a Sunday, even though it's a Sunday, no trespassing, it says in the forest. So, oh my God, it's a hell of a drop down. I'm dropping on the road, but looking down over the edge, I can see quite a drop in itself. It looked extremely curvy on the map. Almost amusing to look at all the curviness. What is this? All cracked. They put repair tar. You gotta repair it with tar. Oh man. So 20. So they want me to ride the brake. I'm going 25. Yeah, these look like redwoods, definitely. Nice, tall, straight, wide. Good tree. Good telephone pole tree. But to see a first growth now, nobody really, even I asked the experts at the museum if they've ever seen the first growth, and they're not sure. So nobody's really ever sure they've seen a first growth. You can see some evidence of trees getting cut down. No trespassing. Yeah, this is redwood. It definitely looks more like Washington and Oregon. On the higher elevations, lower elevations, whatever. They're doing pretty good. You got the ferns. Just driving around these trees. Can't see very far, it's just too thick. It's only like one kind of tree, or mostly one particular tree. I'm starting to feel a little pressure in my ears. The air pressure is, and that's so strange. It's like maybe it's not always about how fast I drop in elevation. It could very well be how like the air pressure is. Maybe there's a dramatic change in the air pressure itself, because they're always talking about how air pressure is changing. I'm guessing from one area to the next, it could be vastly different, and not just by elevation alone. Because sometimes I've dropped Leggett 18, Eureka 107. Oh my God, 18 for 18 for Leggett ends Highway 1. So that's the Leggett is where you drive through a tree is. But yeah, the air pressure is like Sometimes when I drop, I don't feel the ear pressure, and sometimes when I drop, I do feel the ear pressure, and it's really a unique contrast. I don't know how that works exactly. It has to do with more than just elevation. There's more at play, and it's only a slight difference. It's not like painful pressure on my ear. 18 miles? Jeez, that's a long ways. With all these curves, I knew it was going to be treacherous. South Fort Cottoneva, Rockport Street, Mendocino, Redwood Company Forest Lands. So they are logging that. Yeah, that's commercial logging, and they're staking their claims, posting the signs on trees, telling people to stay out. Don't you dare cut down our trees. Somebody's living right there, I think. Looks maybe more like a hunting shack. So whatever, there's probably all kinds of great things to hunt in here. The tall trees and all that. Nice shade pulling there. It's gonna be some turnoffs, but just for the logging company now. So that's very reminiscent of Washington and Oregon. Redwood Grove and picnic area somewhere. Vegetation is, man, everything's going to be so different. All kinds of different stuff. These redwood trees are still good enough for setting up a suspension trainer on. I found it amusing how in San Francisco they said that nobody's allowed to tie anything to the trees. Redwood Grove and picnic area, there's a bathroom there. So the logging industry provides a picnic area. That's pretty cool. Very dark. This is a nice dark spot. Wow. Good shade. It's like double, tripled over shade. You got nice big patches of... Whoa! Is that thing still alive? Wow. Oh my god. It's either a rock or a huge downed tree. There's some large objects every so often. You'll see a large object every so often. I wonder if I should stop this. Okay, back. Doesn't really conserve on battery life by cutting the video off at points, but I break it up for uploading purposes. I don't know if I mean, it takes like 20 to 30 minutes to upload everything. When I fill up this black iPod, it could take 20 to 30 minutes to upload everything onto the computer. Which kills the battery because I'm going to have to run on battery. No library for the next 2 days. So I have to live without the library. I've been thinking maybe if I could just make a little bit more money, maybe I'll just try a converter for the car, and whenever I want to use the laptop, just run the engine. But oh my god, I need to make some extra money. I can't be wearing away at the engine just to get a little juice for my laptop. God, if I need a little extra spare change after I break down the engine for that luxury. It's more about just taking the chance and hoping that I find somewhere, anywhere to plug in. I've looked, I've gotten electricity in all kinds of strange places. In parks, of course, the library, it's stores, McDonald's sometimes. Some McDonald's Starbucks at a school once. That was like a rarity to get electricity outside of a school. Yeah, I never really invaded anybody's private property, like a home. I never taken electricity from a home. That's an old shed. That looks pretty neat. It's pull in there. Got a trailer. But how do you know if somebody's living there or not? I'm guessing nobody is. So curious. So tempting. Would like to check that out. Old trailer, old homes. So we're coming across more abandoned property. That shed is abandoned. That's pretty cool. Kind of exciting. Kind of interesting. Man, I really feel like I'm out in the wilderness. Like there's some privacy. I'm driving as slow as I want, and nobody's come up behind me yet. It's kind of cool. I kind of like this. It's got that sense of, I don't know, freedom? I don't know. I wouldn't call it freedom. Just call it something else. Road knots maintained during winter months. Use at your own risk. Uh-oh. So things get kind of icy and snowy around here. They'll plow this road, but they won't plow that road. It is a Sunday, so I guess it's not going to be too busy. I really haven't been passing many cars coming towards me, let alone having any come up behind me. So it really is a quiet area. People might either just take another way, or there's just not that many people that take this way. That go between Eureka and Fort Bragg. Not many people traverse, and it may be because the logging industry owns a lot of it. Yeah, like going down this road with cars coming at me, see them every 5 to 10 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. 5 minutes might be too often, actually. Maybe 8 to 10 minutes. They're very few and far between. So you could get like something that would crash on the road and nobody would. I could be the first to see it. Something that fall onto the road like that. Oh my God! See, there's branches. So that's something to be aware of. A bear could shoot out and could run him over. Then he'll get up and come over to me and break my window and start beating me up. Big tall tree on the right. Lots of thick underbrush. There's another car. It's been maybe 2 minutes, minute and a half. You can measure the frequency of cars by how many minutes pass by. That's something else. Instead of counting how many cars per minute, you count how many minutes pass by per car. You can pull in there. It looks very nice. I could almost go for just stopping and listening. I should do that. Maybe like the next decent pullover, I'll just stop and listen. This looks kind of like a pullover. I like that last one though. You can really just relax. Pull away from the road a little bit better and relax. Very dark, nice dark shade. And I mean with good head clearance. It's not just like low clearance. Turnouts, well, that's not a far enough away one. Maybe it's because it's a Sunday, it's not so busy. Simply as simple as that. Maybe just because it's a Sunday. So those bicyclers have been through this area. They've come a long way and they have a lot longer to go. You gotta bring your own provisions. That's a pretty good turnout. I don't know. As best as I can get. If I want to really seriously turn out, I kind of want to just listen. Listen to the sounds around. So this is some kind of a bridge. Dunn Creek Bridge Company. Is that right? Maybe check my potatoes. It's been like another 20 minutes. I flipped them, but they were only like lukewarm, really. The engine was too hot to touch, but the air right above the engine was not that hot. We're talking about a long cook. Like, I'd have to drive all day. I don't want to drive all day. Drive as little as possible. Oh my God. I wonder if people camp on the side of the road here. There's a couple of turnouts around. You could practically camp on the side of the road here. I could use more of a turnout, but there's really not turnout 1/4 mile to allow passing. Like a serious one. Whoa, you really look down. Climbing this hill. So this is pretty cool. Oh man, there's a van. Looks like campers. Wow, this is a heck of a climb. I wonder if there's any decent views. It's getting higher and higher. And that's what? That's better for the sequoia redwoods. Better for the redwoods to grow. Yeah, there's little turnouts here and there. I'm not too excited about them. Maybe I could just hang out right here for a minute or two. You just go right to the edge and hang out and watch.